You bore me to death.
Ha! I don't know why people don't like to study the works like Shakespeare's Macbeth. The play has everything a modern audience could wish for. Witches, treachery, murder, and enough blood to satisfy the biggest Criminal Minds fans. The themes are certainly current: faithlessness, deception, ambition, and they still play well in current books. Macbeth has remained a part of our pop culture ever since culture became pop. In fact, many fans of Twitter recently discovered some of the mystery that surrounds the story of Macbeth. Whether you caught the Oscars this year or not, you know about the slap heard around the Dolby Theater as Oscar award-winning Will Smith went from Aladdin's genie to Muhammad Ali in about 8 seconds and slapped comedian Chris Rock. It seemed so out of character and left Hollywood and their viewers stunned. It's almost like the moment was cursed or something. Well, you know what? We can thank Chris Rock for that, because apparently he never got the memo that one should never, ever, ever say the name Macbeth in a theater. Unless, of course, you are in the play Macbeth. But that is the only exception. And it is believed that if it is said, a curse will follow he who said it. And it could even curse the entire production itself. Okay, so maybe you weren't watching the Oscars live, and maybe you didn't know about the Macbeth curse, and maybe you didn't hear when Chris Rock looked down at Denzel Washington, who was nominated for an Oscar for his recent portrayal of Macbeth in Shakespeare's tragedy, sitting in the front row and shouted,
"Denzel! Macbeth! Loved it!"
53 seconds before Will Smith uncharacteristically trudges up on stage and slaps the curse out of him.
I'm out here. Uh-oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow.
Now, Rock says the name Macbeth in a theater, and 53 seconds later, a man with the same initials as William Shakespeare, who, by the way, was also up for Best Actor playing who? King Richard, the same as another of Shakespeare's plays. Creepy, right? It must have been the curse, right? Well, if you ask me, no, it wasn't the curse of Macbeth. And in fact, there may not even be a curse of Macbeth. Or is there? Regardless, Macbeth gives us so much to talk about and still reaches out to today's ambitious and aspiring youth, saying, read my story, learn from my mistakes, don't kill a king, oh, and speak more iambic pentameter. At least that's what I imagine him saying. So why then does it take effort to get kids today to give it a try, to open themselves up to the power of the story of Macbeth? Well, it must be the language of Shakespeare that turns people off, right? But as AP English seniors recently discovered after reading this Scottish tragedy, the language may take a little work, but just like anything else, the greater the effort, the sweeter the reward.
The witches, which made Macbeth spiral, basically.
Okay, so when Banquo is not an antagonist. Anyone disagree? We're good? Okay.
Macbeth is worried that if Malcolm comes back, then Macbeth is dethroned, pretty much.
That's true.
That's true, yeah. Because he's the heir. And he helps them attack.
Oh wow, we have done
some.
We don't so I think Malcolm.
What about Lady Macbeth?
I feel like she could be the antagonist in some ways.
She's
plotted the murder.
She's the one who convinced him to basically start all of this.
Yeah.
It was out of three. I mean, after the first murder.
Besides urging him into basically starting this whole killing spree, what problems did she cause for him in the midst of it?
I feel like
I'm not even caused him.
I think the only thing she caused him was she convinced him to murder Duncan, and then everything happened after.
Yeah, and he was also already worried about like to get the throne now that the witches told him that he was gonna have it. Like
Yeah.
he was worried I might have to do something bad. Like you know what I mean? Like he
Oh,
already
he
felt
He-
like he wanted to.
He had the idea, and Lady Macbeth just pushed him over the edge, basically.
Okay, so we're saying she's not an antagonist.
No, she's not.
No,
Period.
because
Who's
she's
an
not. Maybe she could be a foil character. I don't know. This is for foil. She's not.
She talks about like killing babies and like, I don't know.
This is different at the end. He is not upset with his own ways and stuff. She is.
What? We're just here to.
Do you think she's a foil character?
Yeah.
Isn't it like somebody who's like, I mean, I know it is, but I don't know how to explain it.
It's like somebody whose characteristics make the characters of somebody else's more obvious by being the opposite.
Oh.
So yeah,
it's like
so yeah,
the contrast.
I get where